Hey everyone, my name's Cole, and I've had a lot of people ask me some good questions, so today I'm going to take some time out and answer them. Welcome to ClassyHerps. Again, before we get started here, go down to this page, subscribe to ClassyHerps, because pretty soon, within the next few weeks, I'm going to only upload videos to there. Alright, so it's coming up. Subscribe there. Don't subscribe to Rephibian Kid. I don't know how many times I gotta say that. Alright, so the question I get asked the most probably is, how do you heat a rack? Well, that's a good question, and I'm going to show you here. And you see each one of these individual slots here can hold a tub. It's made for these big ones, but these littler sized tubs also fit. Now, you see I slide them all to the very back as far as they'll go, because back here at the back are these strips of heat tape on every level. Okay? There's heat tape, and off of this comes these cords that split and then they run down, and then they're plugged into one of these power strips, and then the power strip is plugged in to this Helix thermostat, which is set at 90 degrees. And then this Helix thermostat has a cord that runs down that I've taped down to this heat strip right here. So the thermostat right there tells the heat tape to heat up to 90 degrees, and then it shuts off when it hits 90 degrees. So all my tubs right here on this heat tape spot are 90 degrees, and that's the hot spot for them. And then the rest of this is the cool side. So I have a little hide right back here on their 90-degree hot spot. And yes, I have the heat running 24/7. I don't do night drops or anything like that. Alright, and another great question that I've been asked a lot, and I've been asking myself this since I even got into them, is about humidity with ball pythons. Now, this is something that I personally don't think we even have figured out yet. Anyone does. I don't really know. That's just my opinion. I have a friend, Brian, over at For Goodness Snakes. Here's his channel. He's a pretty big breeder. He has mentioned in a video he doesn't know what the humidity in his tubs are. I don't know if that's still true, but I remember him mentioning that. And he has great success with his ball pythons. So he doesn't know what the humidity is. It's just room humidity. And he has great success. I'm sure that's just fine. And then I know Brian, another Brian, over at BHB Reptiles, and I know they've mentioned in plenty of other videos that they spray their tubs down every time they clean them. And that keeps the humidity up higher than what it would be at room humidity, and he obviously has great success also. So, you know, either way, your snakes are going to do good. Personally, what I found out is kind of a mix in between, that it's really up to the individual snake, and they'll tell you what they want their humidity at. This snake right here, my Xanthic, big girl, she loves humidity. Alright, I water her cage down every week when I clean it, and you can look at her belly, it's perfectly free of scale rot. And this is what you're going to want to be looking at. The underside of the belly. Hers is white. It's white. Alright, that's what you want. You want a healthy looking underside. A better demonstration on this, my piebald's belly, you see that is white. That's what you're going for. You want that whiteness right there. Now here's a good example of sometimes your snakes can mess up. See this girl in her water bowl, she dumped it over completely. Messing up all of her bedding, making it extremely damp, and when it gets too damp they can get scale rot on their stomach. She doesn't have it yet because this must just have happened, but what it looks like is just a bunch of brown scales that's just running down their belly. Sometimes it's on the top side, but it's more noticeable on the white underside, and that's going to tell you that the humidity is too high for the animal. And honestly, what I've been talking about was each animal prefers its own humidity at which it gets that scale rot started. Now my Xanthic I was showing you, she loves humidity. I have never seen scale rot in her before, and I keep her humidity high, and she seems to do better in it than in dry conditions. Other snakes, as my normal Alan here, he likes it dry. I don't keep it wet in there at all. It is like pretty much bone dry, and he does great. If I even just add a little humidity to this substrate, then he starts getting scale rot and he doesn't do as well. So you see, in the same species, it's a pretty big difference I've noticed myself, and each snake you gotta figure out which one likes which. Alright, so your pup of the week here again isn't really a pup anymore, but I really wanted to show you. He's going to be a new breeder male for me. You see his ear there is, it's like deformed or something. It's like underdeveloped. I'm hoping it's going to be something genetic, and yeah, hopefully that'll be cool. And he's got a cool stripe down his face. Okay, and I owe a shout out to one more person. That's NovaLife69, because they were my 100th subscriber over at the ClassyHerps page. Now if you want another shout out to the next person who is my 200th subscriber, again here at ClassyHerps, down below in the description box. If you're my 200th subscriber, you also get a shout out, and hopefully that'll be coming up soon. So thank you very much to everyone who subscribed there.
It's time for the weekly comment contest.